Hello everyone and welcome back to Fire Emblem, the Sacred Stones. My name is Tom, otherwise known as Titanium Legman, and today it's time for us to finally dive into the last few chapters at the end of our story. To do so, we're going to be going into Chapter 20, Darkling Woods, but before we do that, I wanted to just quick run the cursor over our various characters so you can see that we've got them all decked out with the best possible gear that we can based on what we have available, what their weapon levels are, not you, Renais, and what their general specialties and what we've been using them for are. You can see we've still got the Regan Leaf on Ephraim. That's because we've got the Renais staff on Ardor, so we're going to get that fully, not healed up, repaired, so that we can use it, because it is really good. So, yeah, everyone is all decked out. We have more people equipped than we're going to need, strictly speaking, plus there's Myrrh, who's definitely coming with us. But I figured I would just show you that real quick. I went through and spent a good chunk of our money, stocked up on some gear, so we should hopefully be good because we have 3 back-to-back chapters coming up, and it's going to be a good time. So, without further ado, let's get in there. According to legend, the sacred stones have sealed evil away from the world. 4 of the 5 stones have been destroyed, leaving only the last stone intact. The last stone must be protected to stave off the Demon King's restoration. Eirika and company challenge the demons of Darkling Woods. According to legend, the original possessors of the sacred stones defeated the Demon King in Darkling Woods. His foul blood seeped into the land, corrupting every seed and every root. The once pristine forest was transformed by the flood of disease and venom. Legend says the Demon King's corpse lies there still, not dead, but dreaming. Dreaming of when the last stone is crushed, and he will rise from his bed of rocks and worms and return to the surface. Within Darkling Woods, hideous fiends roam in increasing numbers, as if responding to some unheard call. Oh boy. I know I've said it about the last few chapters, but this is a doozy of a chapter, man, let me tell you. Wait until you see the number of enemies that are present on this map. A moment more, and my rebirth will be unstoppable. Irreversible. None remain who can stop me now. He says, while our whole band is still alive and ready to go and wielding a sacred stone. Like, what? A little overconfident there, Demon King. So you've returned, have you? You can clothe yourself in human flesh, but you cannot hide your foul mien. 800 years wasn't long enough, Demon King. One of the Dragonkin, Ah, I've seen your face before, Lizard. Yes, during that accursed battle so long ago, when those wretched men bound me in their fetters. They fought with an ally from the Dragonkin at their side. I believe his name was Morva. The protection of the Blessed Stones is lost. The dark is rising. Malevolence given will and form now walks these lands unopposed. Ancient King of Shadows. They appear to be waiting for you. Very perceptive. And now I am here. I must tell them their wait is over. I must tell them I have been reborn. Begone, dragon. I am changed. I can no longer be stopped by the likes of you. I live and breathe to protect mankind. I cannot abandon them to you. Now, as it once did so long ago, these woods will witness your defeat. So your dragon blood still runs so hot that you would dare to stop me? Dragons. That reminds me. Not long back, I fought a rabble of men who traveled with a dragon child. Tell me, Morva, was that your daughter? Mer left this place long ago to test the limits of your influence. Could she have what? Pray, continue. You will answer me. Your reply will determine... Oh, such information has no use to you now. You have dared to challenge me. You have no time for joy or sorrow. No. Best to focus now on this. The moment of your death. I would hate for you to miss it. Oh boy. Big words between two ancient beings. This awful darkness. I know. I can feel it too. This is Darkling Woods. It was here the heroes met the Demon King, and with the sacred stones defeated him. I've heard the lingering energies of that battle are the source of the monsters. But I never imagined it would be as bad as this. It's worse than before. It's grown so much stronger. Simply standing here is a struggle. But we don't need to worry. My father is here. He'll take care of everything. Your father? Over there. On the other side of that swamp is the Black Temple of the Demon King. My father stands guard near it. This is where my father and I have lived for as long as I can remember. I see. So this forest is like a home to you. Uh-huh. I get to see father again. I'm so happy. My foster father leads the dragon tribe. In the last Great War, both of my true parents were killed. Morva took me in and raised me as though I were his own child. So that's how you came to live here. My father holds back the monsters that are born in Darkling Woods. He's so strong and so very gentle and totally not dead, I promise. One day I hope to be like him. Oh! Mel, what's wrong?
Princess Eirika, Prince Ephraim, we're under attack. The horde of those foul beasts is headed straight for us.
Mel, are you well? If you're ill, we should get you to... No. No, it's nothing. I'll fight with you. I'll fight, and we'll drive back the Dark Children.
Oh, that can't be good. Remember that Leon's official class is Necromancer. Keep that in mind.
Reeve, I'm leaving this to you. As you wish. Please, proceed with the rites of resurrection, sire.
Okay, well, before we worry about picking our units, let's just, that's a lot of units on our side that we get to pick. Let's take a gander at this. Okay, so we've got a Gorgon, some whites with bows, more whites, gargoyles, an archmogul, regular moguls. We're not going to worry about that yet. Whites, cyclops, more whites, another Gorgon. This Gorgon has stone. Look, more archmoguls, both of whom have shadow shot, which is ranged. A whole host of cavalry. Another Gorgon with stone, another Mogul with shadow shot, 2 more Cyclopses, more Centaurs. This is a large map, and there's going to be a lot of different angles of attack that we have to come at it from. But I guess we should look at the bosses, huh? So first we have Reeve. We know him, we love him, we love to hate him. He has another Aura Tome, not droppable this time, unfortunately, and he's pretty much the same as he was before, maybe a little bit stronger. I mean, he's a bishop. The big papa over here, Morva. Wasn't that the name of Myr's father? It was. Morva is a Manakete. He's the leader of the Manakete tribe. He was turned into a Draco zombie by Leon. Man, shouldn't have thrown all those death flags, Myr. Should not have thrown all those death flags. He is scary. Wretched Air. Yeah, he's got some bad breath. And he's real strong. Like, real strong. He's spooky as all get out. Now, fortunately, we have the majority of the Sacred Twin Relics online. We don't quite have enough weapon levels for all of them, but we might get there. And the ones we do have should help us bring him down, with any luck. He can hurt, though, so we'll have to see. But we have to get there first, and that means we have to come up with a team that can handle all this nonsense. So, 18 people available to us, which will be the majority of our force, honestly. First of all, of course, we want Myr. She's going to be able to do a lot of bonus damage to a lot of stuff here. and will just generally be quite useful. We'll have to baby her a little bit at the start of the map, but she'll get a level every time she kills something, so that won't last for very long. Now, for everybody else, we definitely want Tana and Cormag because we're going to need people who can fly over terrain. That's a given. Ardor because, holy god, there's monsters and we need him to slay them. Seth because he's got the Audhoma and is just generally strong, although we do need to watch. His stats might start to get a little bit problematic for us moving forward here. It shouldn't be the end of the world, but he's not quite highly leveled enough to have kept up, and so we're going to need to watch to make sure he doesn't get got by something we weren't expecting. Ross and Garrick definitely as two of our frontliners and main damage dealers. Ross we gave the Speed Wing from the previous chapter 2 to help bolster that speed a little bit. Obviously Ephraim, because I mean it would be stupid not to bring him. Ford is one that I'm a little less hot on to bring. We'll come back to him. Joshua and Larashel we're definitely going to wind up bringing. Colm and Naimi. Naimi would be a solid pick. There are going to be some flyers. Colm can fight, but I don't know that we necessarily need him yet, so we'll hold off on those two as well. Amelia, obviously, we would be remiss not to bring her, and as such, we're bringing Ewan. Definitely want to bring Natasha for the extra healing and the support with Joshua. Marissa, I would be... I would be remiss not to bring because I would be disappointing a certain Canadian animator guy, and I don't want to do that to you, sir. And also, she's really strong. We're not going to beat her on the bush here. She's pretty fucking good. Tethys, because our dancer is good, and she's going to have more supports with Marissa. Now, with all that said, we have 2 slots available, and 4 people potentially vying for that slot. Ford, we could technically replace Seth with. Ford is at this point better statistically than Seth. The issue is that Ford can't wield the Audhoma, and we don't have anyone else who can, I don't think. A few people are close. And Eirika technically could, but she doesn't need to. So we could technically drop Seth and bring Ford. We also have the potential to bring Sala, who has our Bolting Tome, which could be solid. I think I kind of want to bring him just for that, because there are some priority targets that, although, it would probably be better to save our Bolting Tome for some priority targets in the next 2 chapters, so maybe we'll hold off on that, actually. So that leaves us with Ford, Colm, and Naimi. Colm is, again, a decent enough fighter, and I actually have a better Lance Reaver I can give him now. Hell, we could even drop the Iron Sword and give him a Steel Sword. Or a Silver Sword. We have the Silver Blade as well that I would kind of like to put on Garrick. I might do that. Oh, I don't have a better Lance Reaver. They're all on Joshua and Marissa. Never mind. Well, we don't need an Armor Slayer. We'll give him an Iron Sword, just to have something lighter. That's fine. And we can definitely bring Naimi. He doesn't need the lockpicks, so we're going to have him drop those and grab an extra vulnerary, I think. Also, there was something... Oh, right. The Silver Blade for Garrick. That's what I wanted. I had a total mind blank for a second there. There we go. And we will keep the halberd on Garrick as well, because that'll be useful against all of the centaurs. A lot of our effective weaponry is not quite as effective anymore. Our armor slayers are useless, for example. There's no armored monsters, so... But what can you do? Well, if we're bringing Colm, we definitely want to bring Naimi. And I kind of want to bring Ford. I didn't realize that his stats had gotten as solid as they had. Is it time to drop the legend himself? Ford's definitely faster, by a significant margin. He's got the same defense. He's got lower res, which is the main issue. I mean, who would we not bring instead? Natasha? That seems foolish. We need all the healing we can get. We could... As much as I want to get more supports with Tethys and Marissa, this is actually a really dangerous mission for Tethys, I think, because we can get hit from so many different angles, and keeping her protected is going to be hard. So I think we're actually going to drop her in favor of Ford. And then that'll be the team. Okay. So, with that in mind, let's get our formation squared away here. We definitely want Cormag and Tana set up to fly over this left-hand side and pick away at dudes here, especially this arch mogul. They're going to have to weather a shot from him. There's really not a whole lot I can do about it, unfortunately. La Rochelle is going to want to be more up front with Joshua. But I think Natasha is actually going to hang back a little bit so she can try and get physics stave casts, or physics staff casts, whichever you prefer, on these guys as they take hits. Then I definitely want Garrick and Ross more towards the front, as well as Amelia and Ewan. We'll keep the cavalry towards the back, as just makes sense, because they're cavalry. And I think that's going to be good. Alright, let's do this. The potential for screw-ups here is pretty high. I have a Lancer over there, that's going to be a problem. Neither of these two actually have an Axe Reaver. That is definitely going to be a problem. They're going to have to team up to try and kill this guy, because they're going to have the weapon triangle disadvantage, so we're going to have to watch that. Gargoyles have mainly steel lances. One of them has a javelin. That's fine. Okay. So where can we start? Oh, wait, that's right. I forgot. Cormag has a steel sword. Okay, we'll do that. We'll have Cormag start luring them in. Tana can take up the rear, equip a javelin in case something decides to try and huck something at her. This Gorgon with stone. We have to watch that. We have a steel lance here on this white, and he's the closest one that we'll be able to draw first blood on, so we can actually get up there with Garrick. Nice. Although we don't... Well, he has a steel lance, right? Yeah. We'll actually put the lads up here, and we'll have Garrick equip a hand axe, so he's not wasting his uses of his halberd. I think at this point we're just going to try and force as many support levels with Eirika and Ephraim as possible. Ephraim can't get close enough because of that forest. That's annoying. And everyone else just kind of push up and get ready to go, huh? We can send Myrrh over the mountain as well, which maybe isn't the worst idea. She's got solid res, so I'm not too worried about the shadow shot, and she could pick up an easy kill. So yeah, we'll send her with them. That sounds fine. Everyone else kind of gets stuck up into the choke point here. This is the one issue with a distinct lack of flying units. Is you wind up in these situations where you just wind up having everyone run into a choke that you can't really do much about. Alright. What do you have to say for yourself, Reeve?
Soon, soon, it happens soon. The Demon King will be restored to all his former glory, and I, his faithful servant, will bask in his radiant power. Then, oh, then I will have my revenge on those who scorned me. The Demon King has created for me a fine weapon, a Draco zombie. This fierce beast and I will guard the Black Temple's entrance. As long as we stand watch, no one will interrupt his rituals. We will drown all who dare approach in this virulent mud. And I mispronounced virulent there. I said virulent. That's not an accurate pronunciation. I should be ashamed of myself. I like that the whites are purple just to give them some variety. It's cool. Alright. First blood has been drawn. It was not on us. That bodes well for the future of the chapter. And a decent level for Garrick. Nice. I don't think Cormac's going to get the double here, but it'd be great if he did. Oh well. Even more so now. Oh, he did too. He could have gotten that kill. What a shame. Alright, we're going to have all the cavalry start rolling in. This is going to be the first major conflict once they catch up to us. We got archers, whites throwing javelins, fairly accurately at that. The Mogul. Oh! Damn! Oh! Mama! Wow, that did more damage than I remember. Holy. Whoa. Okay, apologies, sir. I will come back a later day. Please don't rip my face off with your dark magics. Holy God. Alright, well. The game decided to slap me for my hubris, and we're now going to retreat. Thank you. Thank you. Don't mind us. We're just going to scootily undo out of here, I think. I'd love for Myrrh to get some combat in here. Yeah. That's the damage output that Myrrh's got, everybody. She unfortunately doesn't have a lot of health, which is her main issue. But we'll put her here and see if she can lure in that gargoyle to get a kill and start getting some levels. While we just bring Cormac back from the brink here. Dear God. It's not often that at this point in the game you see a mend staff not fully able to heal something. That was an insane amount of damage. Jesus. Alright, let's get in here, team. Okay. Hey, very solid. Very solid. Now, of course, we do have the cavalry gang here who's going to be rolling up any second. They only have steel axes, which is good. But we have to watch this Gorgon as well, because she is going to try and stone somebody. Now, that said, I am going to run Amelia out here because she's Amelia, and I don't have to worry too much even if she gets turned to stone. But other people, we are actually going to have to worry about. And, of course, the more swords we can have at our front right now to deal with their cavalry, the better. Hey, a steel sword to replace the steel sword that we just started getting uses off of. We could get Marissa up here and weaken this with the light brand. That's not a bad idea. Nice. I love it. Just our sword masters have lightning now. Why not? I'm all in on it. All right, we could get Joshua up there. If we get a solid enough push going here, we can set up a defensive front, deal with the Gorgon turning someone to stone, potentially, get the first wave of cavalry dealt with, and then move on with our lives. Brave swords, and all brave weapons, of course, giving us the ability to strike 4 times, if we would normally be able to double, because they make all of our normal attacks hit twice anyway. Woohoo! And I'm really not that worried about Eirika getting messed up, so we're just going to run her out here with the Sieglund and really establish this front line. Beautiful. Unfortunately, we don't have to worry about any moguls that have Shadow Shot up here. We have these guys with Evil Eye. That's nothing too concerning. So, what we do have to watch for is this conspicuous peak with a cave in it. Tom, are there going to be reinforcements that come from there? Absolutely. You bet your ass there will be. And it's going to be a problem for us. So I want to get our defenses established now and get pushed forward so we have more maneuvering room. So that way when those reinforcements do spawn,
we have a little bit more wiggle room to work with. Alright, boys. Round 2. What do you got for us? Oh no! Mer's animations are off! No! Alright, well, you get to see her cool map transformation into a dragon, at least. And she didn't level because it's not a promoted gargoyle. Fair enough. Sir, you've made a dreadful mistake. You can tell how beefy these guys are, though, based on the fact that even with effective damage, Eirika's not able to one-round it. Or one-shot it, I should say. Which is a shame. Losing a second usage off of Sieglund is nothing to sneeze at. But, what can you do? Good level, though. She hasn't gotten any strength in a while, though, which is concerning. Crit? Nope. Crit on the second attack, though, I bet. Man, I'm good. Oh, it's just the way that Fire Emblem does its work. Stone cast. Oh, no, she went for the Demon Surge. Interesting. Alright, I mean, fair enough. Awesome animation, by the way. Very cool. And the Thunder Strike in there, too. Oh, hey, more Cyclopses, casually. Okay, so we have a Steel Lance and a Steel Lance here. That's really nothing to be too worried about. And I think this is going to be an opportunity for Mer to get some more levels. Oh, wait, no. There we go. And then we will, of course, heal her up. Burn, baby! Such an excellent Manakete animation, man. So good. Nice. And just all solid stats. Everything is good on Mer. She wants everything. Alright, now that said, we are going to rescue drop her out of the way. So I have an opportunity to get the poison off of her, I think. Yeah, we'll get the poison off of her, and then next turn we will heal her. And we'll go from there. Also, I love, like, she legit just is just a little girl with wings floating around, and then dragon fire. It's so great. Like, stuff like that is what makes Fire Emblem so awesome, dude. Like, they pull out the stops for very specific things, and I appreciate it a lot. It makes the whole experience just that little bit better. Alright. I think I'd rather get one of the Sword Masters on the Gorgon to try and one-round it. So, we'll just go here, see if we can execute this man. Yeah! Lego. And then Marissa, if you would. Actually, fairly low chance to hit, all things considered. Huh. I mean, I know it's standing in a forest, but still. Joshua, how do you look? Any better? Yeah, better. Yeah, we'll give him a shot. Absolutely. Let's go, sir. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Now, this man with the Sword Slayer. That's a problem. That is, in fact, a problem. Shit. I could warp somebody up there. And just take him out. Amelia. We could. We could put Amelia up there. That might be a little bit brazen, though. I don't hate the idea of putting Ross up there, actually. How far can Garrick run? Pretty far, but not quite far enough. I mean, we just put him up there with the Garm. Increases his speed, so he's not going to get doubled. He's got decent defense. He's got, what, 19 defense? How much damage are these guys doing? 27, 19. Oh, psh. He's fine. Oh, I was worried for nothing. Get in there, buddy. Go do your work. Alright. Now, from this position, he doesn't really have a whole lot he needs to worry about other than the cav. So, we're just gonna yeet! Beautiful. Then we'll get Garrick up there with his sword. They'll get support bonuses with each other. And all will be well with the world. Speaking of things being well with the world, let's get Eirika put back together a little bit, shall we? Excellent. We can get Ephraim pushed up and established. Eirika can go up as well, get her iron sword equipped. One of them will probably go after Eirika because Erika's not likely to get the kill on them. That's fine. I'm more than happy to lure some stuff in. Alright. Let's see what we got. Gargoyles coming in, that's fine. One for Myrrh, one for Natasha. And you, sir. You reckon with death today. Goodbye! Next! Oh, it's so satisfying. Crunch. 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 Not a great level. HP and luck, not bad, though. I mean, we are using him as a defensive frontliner, so we do not need that vulnerary. Thank you very much. Oh, another poor soul about to be consigned to the fiery pits of hell! Goodbye. Nice. Ha! Beautiful. Magnifique. More Cyclops. Okay. We can probably chill on that front a little bit, game. Just a little. Myrrh, if you would. Now, what's Myrrh's critical animation, you might ask? It's honestly, sadly, a little lackluster. She just puts her head up at the sky and screams and then breathes fire on them. It would be really cool if she, like, I don't know, did, like, some sort of sweep, like, she actually, like, took off and flew past or something, but, you know. It might have been a little bit much for the animation team, which, fair enough. Hey! Big light magic crit from Natasha. Very good. I swear, she's attacked maybe 10 times thus far since she's promoted, and I think half of those have been crits. Or if not those exact numbers, it's been damn close. Also, look at that. I didn't realize she had S-rank staves. We could give her the Latona staff. We should definitely do that. Alright. Speaking of things we should do, let's see if we can maybe potentially do something about that Archmogul. Because that dude is scary, and we got to start dealing with him. Hey, Garrick, you feel like going toe-to-toe with a Cyclops today? Because I sure would appreciate it if you did, buddy. Now, I know we are pushing quite far here. We have this Archmogul up here we've got to potentially worry about. But right now, I want to just buy as much space as we can, because we are probably going to need to fall back once the next major wave of stuff spawns. So, I'd rather have that opportunity available to us now than wind up stuck with our backs against the wall. No, please don't rescue. Thank you. Alright. We'll probably do one more turn here, and then we will call this one an episode, I think. Woo! Alright, fair enough. Note, Garrick with a Silver Blade. Pretty strong. Garrick's not the slowest guy around. Only able to do 15 damage to a Cyclops and isn't even able to double it. That's terrifying. These guys are strong. Hey, we lured out the Mogul. Very good. Hey, okay. Here they come, the gargoyles. Fairly standard equipment, all things considered, which is good. And they're actually only in Ephraim's range, so we can probably just leave Ephraim here with a javelin and just deal with them, honestly. How much damage did this guy do to us before? 30? Yeah. Well, I think we'll have Cormag huck this javelin. We will absolutely have Cormag huck this javelin. Okay. Very well, sir. Good job. The Flying Fortress is a little low on the fort, I have to say. His defense hasn't been as good as I would like it to be, and I'm starting to get a little worried by it. Alright. Tana with far, far better resistance than Cormag, so... Right, Lance Reaver, yes, forgot about that. Yes, indeed I did. Natasha, hey, you want to get him out of there? Thank you. This is why we have rescue Steves, people. That was absolutely sloppy on my part. I should have remembered that, but what can you do? We'll get Mur down here, and we'll have her deal with him next turn. And until then, Tana can just vibe. Okay. Magic to deal with the Cyclopses? Yes, please. Oh, and the crit from Larashel, too. Proving her worth as a Mage Knight. Let's go. She brought the thunder. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. But not with her stats. That was sad. Natasha. Come on. Or not Natasha, Larashel. Natasha's been doing excellently, and I will not question her. Alright, not bad. Mogul down. More Cyclopses to deal with. Fortunately, we got one with a halberd, which is really not a concern. They're really not that scary. At least from a how much damage can they do to us standpoint. I don't want to waste our Brave Sword on this. We'll just keep having him pick away at them with the Silver Blade. And with the added advantage of the forest, he's in way less danger than he would be otherwise. I've been fooled. Shit! That's not good. How accurate is this Mogul? 95. Fairly accurate. However, Garrick has a lot of avoid. Even with the Shadow Shot danger there, I think he's still fine. Ostensibly. This is where this map really starts to become an issue because, like, you have so many different angles of attack you have to worry about. Hey, more damage. Very good. Plus, you have these just absolute mountains of health that the Cyclopses are. And it's like, goddamn, just die already. Thank you, Joshua. Skill, speed, and luck. Beautiful. All things that a good, growing Swordmaster needs. We'll get... Really? Huh. I wasn't expecting to be able to get a support with Amelia and Naimi. Interesting. Well, I mean, there's no reason not to, honestly. Whoa. That's beautiful. Your armor, I mean. It's so shiny. Oh, thanks. I'm Naimi. Oh, my name's Amelia. Nice to meet you, miss. Miss? Oh, no, I'm just Naimi. It's nice to meet you, too. Alright, Naimi it is. Anyway, your armor really is lovely. That color reminds me of the Michu? I don't think I've ever seen this support before. Reminds me of the Michu berries that grow in my hometown. Oh, I've heard of Michu berries before.
They're really shiny, and they're sweet and a little tart when you eat them. I just love them in pies. Oh, I know! I didn't think they grew anywhere else. They're so yummy! Tell you what, if we come across any in the field, let's stop and pick them. Oh, that sounds like a good idea. We say while we're in Darkling Woods, cursed, infested, and infected with the vile blood of the Demon King. Let's pick some berries. Maybe we can use some of the supplies to bake some Michu pies for everyone. One bite and they'll forget all about their exhaustion. I agree. I'll keep my eyes peeled, and if I see any, I'll pick some for you. That's great. Now, we've got something to look forward to, huh? Oh, we'd better get back to the battle. Aw. All right, Amelia, but let's talk some more again. Oh, you bet. I'm really glad I met you, Naimi. Me too, Amelia. Again, we say in the middle of Darkling Woods, fighting the horrific monstrosities that comprise the totality of the forces of the Demon King. You know, berries, pies. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. That was beautiful. Okay. I'm still a little concerned about the potential for getting just demolished by the Shadow Shot guy. But we'll see what happens, and if all goes well, we'll call this one an episode after this turn. Garrick just being the wall against the darkness. As he should be. Can we get the big crit? Big crit? Nope. Man, Cyclops are faster than I expected them to be. This one's tankier as well. 13 damage instead of 15 against him. And still no double. God damn. Well, we're going to have a hell of a first turn on the next episode. That's for sure. You dare to strike at Culm, putting yourself into the range of Artur, slayer of monsters. You fool. You dare... My man's got zeros across the board, and he still thinks it's a good idea to try and huck a javelin at this absolute paragon of strength and virtue that is Amelia. And his buddy, too. Oh, these poor, poor bastards. God damn. They could have gone for Ephraim. Ephraim was in their range, too. But no, they decided Amelia was the better target. I don't understand. You know, I'm perfectly okay with just holding the line right here and letting Garrick drain all 5 shots of that Shadow Shot. Ho, Death Goyles. Okay, well, that's going to be a problem. Let's just see what they have real quick. Steel Lance and Javelin. Axe Reaver. Got to keep that in mind. Well, we know that Death Goyles are a problem. They're tanky, they're fast. All in all, they can present a number of issues. But for now, I think I am going to call this one here. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. I do very much appreciate it. If you know someone that you think would enjoy this series or any of my other series, if you could shoot them a link, that'd just be swell. Until the next time, though, I hope you all have a good night. Stay safe and healthy out there. And remember, be good to each other. Bye now.